I'm a resident of the town of Tathra in far south New South Wales, and only 18 months ago I stood on a riverbank for about 6 hours and watched the homes of my neighbours and friends burn to the ground. That's 69 families who lost not just their homes but everything in them. And to date, only 3 of those families, those people are back in their homes. I come from a community that is deeply, deeply touched by climate change, so I ask your tolerance again to hear another question about the climate, because to us from Tathra, this is now urgent. We've felt it, we've stood in the heat, we've smelt the smoke, and we've lost everything. So my question to you, in QBE's new energy policy, our company justifies continuing to support the expansion of natural gas use by describing it as a transitional fuel. And I'm confused by this. When the gas industry first came up with the transitional fuel line, renewable energy was more expensive than gas. So a case could be made for replacing coal with gas until wind and solar power were more affordable. But in Australia and many other countries around the world, wind and solar power have been cheaper than gas-fired power for a number of years. And according to a Bloomberg report in December, renewable energy is now cheaper than existing gas too, and is cheaper than existing coal in New South Wales and Queensland. So how exactly is gas a transitional fuel when it makes both climate and economic sense to replace coal with cheaper renewables?
Thank you very much, and we really, number one, are empathetic with the loss that you and your friends had.
Thank you.
Number two, I would say again, this is a transitional topic, not just a transitional discussion on gas. It's one that we continue to work hard on as a company for a couple of reasons. Number one is our societal obligation, but also it's the way in which we underwrite and manage the risk of our business. We're trying to develop global policies, not geographic regional policies, and the global issues that you referenced are different as you move from regions around the globe. So we've worked hard to articulate and be as transparent as possible in where we are today and in the statement we've assembled today. But it is, as I mentioned before, a living document. We have a work group within the company that's working on this issue all the time and trying to assess for us what's the appropriate next steps. So you'll hear more on the topic from QBE, but the documents we've published speak for where we are today.
All right, can I just refer you to the statement, if our children are telling us something, we need to listen. We've got a lot of children in our community who would really appreciate you #doing the right thing. So thank you very much.
We appreciate that.